guys, Mr. Mxyzptlk here, and welcome back to another video. Today we have a very important and divisive topic to talk about, and that is the future of the DC Extended Universe. So, before we start, let me say where I'm at right now in regards to the DCEU. I really enjoyed Man of Steel. I loved Batman v Superman, both the theatrical cut and the Ultimate Edition. I enjoyed Suicide Squad, although I understand the movie has many problems. I really liked Wonder Woman, and I thoroughly enjoyed Justice League. Saying that I'm a fan of this universe is an understatement. However, the things I will say in this video come not from blind fandom, but instead from thought out ideas that I have. Of course, I will be more favorable than negative. I am, like I said, a fan of this universe. But that doesn't mean I can't support what I like. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's start by talking about the slate of DC movies to come. Next year sees the release of the Aquaman movie, directed by James Wan. The film, which comes out as of this recording on December 21st of 2018, is the only DC movie to come next year. That is a good thing, as it will give enough time for Warner Brothers to decide what they want out of this universe. Aquaman is certainly happening, as principal photography has wrapped, so we don't have to worry about that one. Next in the slate is Shazam, a new line production directed by David F. Sandberg and starring Zachary Levi and Asher Angel as the titular hero. This movie also seems like it will happen, as there is a director and part of the cast is set. However, stranger things have happened. Let's not forget how George Miller's Justice League Mortal was cancelled after entire sets had been built. But ultimately, I think Shazam, which is slated to start production in February of next year, is a done deal. After that, things start to get a little complicated. Suicide Squad 2, Wonder Woman 2 and Flashpoint are all movies that could go into production as early as next year. Rumor has it that Wonder Woman 2 will start shooting in the summer, and both Ezra Miller and Margot Robbie have said that they expect to shoot Flashpoint and Suicide Squad 2 soon. This means that, despite what it might seem like, 2018 might become a big year for DC, with the release of Aquaman and with at least 4 movies going into production: Shazam, Wonder Woman 2, Flashpoint, and Suicide Squad 2. Also, with Flashpoint starting pretty soon, we are sure to get a director announced in the coming months. Now let's talk about what's left in the table. This past weekend at Brazil Comic Con, Warner Brothers showed during their panel logos for Aquaman, Wonder Woman 2, Shazam, Flashpoint, Suicide Squad 2, and now things become very interesting: Justice League Dark, The Batman, Batgirl, and Green Lantern Corps. This is a total of 9 movies that are at least in development, which should indicate to any of you who is in doubt that the DCEU isn't going anywhere in the near future. What's interesting is that absent from this list are movies like the Deathstroke movie, Black Adam, Justice League 2, Cyborg, and none of the Harley Quinn spinoffs that have been talked about. This means that there are even more films to come, so we should have a few years covered. Now that we've talked about the slate, let's talk about the vision for the DC Extended Universe. One thing that I can agree with many of the people who dislike these films is the fact that there isn't a cohesive vision in this universe. So I think the DCEU needs a person to handle all these movies, like Kevin Feige does for Marvel and Kathleen Kennedy for Star Wars. With this, I'm not saying that the director should have no control. What I'm saying is that that control needs to be given to them, but there also needs to be someone who can adjust these different visions into a straight and clear path. Ultimately, this is a cinematic universe, so giving total creative control is not doable. However, what I'm suggesting is for a person with experience in film and who knows the source material to handle this universe. Not some studio suits, as that's what has been happening lately with movies like Suicide Squad and Justice League, who suffered immensely for that. maybe one of the good things that came out of Justice League's underperformance is the clear message it sends to the studio, which is that these movies are not box office loss proof, and that executives can't meddle around hoping for no repercussions. So, in conclusion, I think we shouldn't worry about the DCEU for now. Granted, there has been a setback with Justice League, but we can see the light at the end of this tunnel, provided by movies like Aquaman, Shazam, and Wonder Woman 2, which all have a chance to be spectacular. Let's hope Warner Brothers thinks this through and understands that there needs to be someone, not the executives, to oversee this whole universe. And there you guys have it. Thank you for going over the future of the DC Extended Universe. But most importantly, what do you think? Do you agree with me, or do you think a total reboot is the way out of this? That's what I want to hear in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and share it with all your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of my videos, and while you're at it, make sure to follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Real5Dimension, or simply by clicking the links in the description. Be sure to stay tuned to the channel, and if you haven't, you can check out the first episode of my new series, Fantastic Fancasting, the DC edition, right here. I hope you have a great day. Mr. Mxyzptlk.